Elsa.
I'm Annika.
I'm Mom. And today on the Book Monsters, we are going to have the Battle of the Fairy Godmothers. Although that's more of a wizardy wand, but that's all we had. We've been in a super fairy godmothery mood because my book, Glimpsed, just came out, and we're super excited about that. So we watched the Fairy Godmothered movie on Disney Plus, and we read The Wish List, The Worst Fairy Godmother Ever by Sarah Aronson. And I let my own tween read Glimpse. It's, who knows?
And I'm reading it.
World domination.
One's own tween is always the biggest critic and or trying to figure out how to murder you. I don't know.
Okay, so let's give you the run-by on Glimpsed. Basically, there's this high school fairy godmother person who sees these glimpses where she basically has these glimpses of the person's deepest wish, and her goal is to make it come true. Her powers are having the glimpse and being able to do that thing. What's it called? The thing where she... Nudging. She can nudge people. Like, basically nudge them in the right direction of what she wants them to do. Like, oh, remember this person? And they're like, oh yeah, remember this person. So those are her powers. She doesn't have a magic wand, and there's a lot of romance in it.
All right, you want to give us the rundown on the wish list?
I don't. Fairy godmother in training. I forgot the plot.
Okay, what's her name? Isabelle?
Right. Isabelle is a fairy godmother in training. Isabelle doesn't know what gusto is, but she's pretty sure she has what it takes to pass fairy godmother training with flying colors.
Okay.
That's from the inside cover of the book, which doesn't give you much about what this is. So, yeah.
Okay, and I'll give you the rundown on the Fairy Godmothered movie in case you haven't seen it. It's also about a fairy godmother in training, and this girl is like a kid. She's like 12 or something.
This one is a high school student.
She's like 18.
She's actually 9.
My fairy godmother, she might be... They seem like they're like
Adult?
immortal creatures. But she looks like a young
She
woman.
looks like an adult who has the personality of like the 9-year-old.
A kid. Yeah. Yes. And there's like a separate land, fairy godmother land, where the training school is and everything, but they're not doing too well. Much like Santa and Christmas, people are losing their belief, and so the fairy godmothers are kind of dying out as a thing. And so she's either going to have to successfully grant a wish and revive fairy godmothering, or she and all the other fairy godmothers will be demoted to tooth fairies. So, that was the plot of that movie.
Yeah.
So,
It was pretty funny.
okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little battle of the fairy godmothers, compare and contrast, and see how it goes.
Okay. I think if they all like got together and battled, Charity, my fairy godmother, would win for multiple reasons. 1, she's a teenager. Duh. 2, she has multicolored hair. What's not to like? 3, she has like an awesome personality. And 4, she has an awesome boyfriend. So, I mean... she's gonna win hands down.
I think my fairy godmother would win because she has a lot more magic at her disposal than Charity over there. Charity's magic is kind of underwhelming. The fairy godmother in the movie can transfigure all kinds of things, and she can do all the traditional things a Disney fairy godmother can do, talking to animals.
Not well.
Not well.
She can't do it well.
No.
She tries to turn like a pumpkin into a carriage, it explodes. So, I mean...
But, I mean, there's at least a hope she can do it. What kind of magic does Isabelle have?
She doesn't really have any power.
What about the glitter?
She needs glitter.
Mhm.
She doesn't have
Oh,
glitter.
sparkles. She steals some sparkles from Grandma's office.
Yeah, it's not hers. She doesn't have sparkles. It's basically she's just a normal person. I don't really think she'd win because she's a kid and she's going against a teenager and a grown up.
But you're a kid.
I don't think I'd win. Well, I do.
I think the reason your fairy godmother wouldn't win is because a big part of the story is her choosing to ignore the rules, not study, and just fly by the seat of her pants. Okay. If you were going to pick your own fairy godmother, who would you pick? Charity, Isabelle, or I don't remember the name of the fairy godmother in the movie.
Me neither.
We did watch it.
We watched it, but
Charity.
Oh, we can't have Charity again. Can we just say Disney? Charity, Isabelle,
No,
or the Disney?
Charity.
Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell. We'll just name her that.
No, but her name wasn't Tinkerbell. That's so confusing.
Okay. We'll call her
Movie
Tinkerbell
Eleanor.
number 2.
Eleanor.
Eleanor. That was her name.
Way to go.
We did it.
Way to go. Okay, so Elsa, who would you pick to be your fairy godmother?
Charity. I thought I already said this.
No, you said she would win in a fairy godmother battle.
It's the
Which I'm not
same
exactly
thing.
sure what that is. I'm picturing like a gladiator, like.
Charity.
Okay, so why would you pick her for your fairy
Charity,
godmother?
because one, like emotional support. She's super good at that.
Okay.
2.
But a little pushy. I mean, what if you didn't want what she thought you wanted?
Then I don't know what I want. So
You would just trust her to tell you what you really want.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
2, she can drive. So I mean,
Okay.
3, she can help me dye my hair. So boom.
Okay.
3 reasons.
All right, Annika, how about you? Who would you pick for your fairy godmother?
Charity.
Why?
She has cool hair.
That's the sole, like, reason you would pick a fairy
And he
godmother?
wrote the book.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And we're not just saying this because she wrote the book
And she's related to us. Like, I would be fully prepared to tell her that her book stinks.
I know
If
you would.
needed.
Thank you, sweetie. That
I
means a
have.
lot.
I have
That means a
before.
lot. You have? What?
Remember? You don't remember.
I have to say, I would pick the fairy godmother from the movie. Although she messes up a lot, her magic is way more impressive. And I think if I had a chance to arrive somewhere in a pumpkin coach or a watermelon coach, I would take it. I mean, I think that would be kind of awesome. And there's no way Charity is going to be coming up with a pumpkin coach for anyone. Although if she needed to, she'd probably just like call around and find one somewhere.
Oh, one more reason. One more reason Charity's the best.
Okay.
She's on the Palms Dance Squad.
Oh yeah,
How would that make her a better fairy godmother?
It
See,
makes
she's
her
popular.
cool, and she can teach me how to dance.
But Charity is busy. My fairy godmother would concentrate solely on me and my wish. So.
I feel like that would get a little uncomfortable.
All right. Well, there we have it. Hold up your books, ladies.
See you next time
Hold up your
on The Book Monsters.
This has been the Battle of the Fairy Godmothers.
And subscribe if you want.
Wands in.